Indonesia, rich in history, art, and culture. In 1952, 4 Singapore-based artists traveled to Bali for inspiration. Their journey played an important role in the Nanyang art movement. For decades, little was known until now. Let's uncover their untold stories.
I see you're enjoying the iconic artist and model painting by Liu Kang. Many art students would have encountered this work during their studies.
It's beautiful! Is this a scene from Bali during their 1952 trip?
Well, many have assumed for it to be so, but recent discoveries have actually unveiled that this particular piece of artwork was inspired by a time when they were in Surabaya. So the 1952 Bali trip wasn't just to Bali. It actually moved from Jakarta, across Java, and finally, Bali.
Wow, that's an epic adventure! Who were these 4 artists?
The 4 artists were Liu Kang, Cheong Su Ping, Chen Chong Sui, and Chen Wen-si. The 4 artists were friends and they went to the same alma mater, Tsinghua Art Academy in Shanghai. In 1951, they held a joint exhibition that was really successful at that point in time. They held record art sales in Singapore. But you might be a lot more familiar with their works than you think. Take a look at the back of this $50 note. You have Chen Wen-si's Gibbons. There's also Cheong Su Ping's Malayan village where they're drying salted fish.
Okay, I'm really curious. What inspired them to travel to Bali and Java to seek inspiration?
Let's take a look. In the early 20th century, Bali was a Dutch colony, and the Dutch government heavily promoted the island as a paradise. It was during this period that travelling for pleasure became a lot more accessible.
So the West played a big role in shaping Bali's image?
Yes, there was travel literature that created this island paradise. We have brochures, pamphlets, and guidebooks. And as more people visited Bali, there were more materials on and about the island created, from photographs to paintings to postcards and even films. In addition, the 1950s was a period of turmoil in the region. It was just after the Second World War, and our 4 artists were cut off from their homeland China for some time. It was also the period of Malayan emergency, which made much of Malaya inaccessible. So Bali, which was celebrated as an artistic haven, seemed like the perfect source of inspiration.
It seems like these were uncertain times for travel.
Well, traveling wasn't so simple back then. Unable to get a passport during this time, the 4 artists had to rely on certificates of identity as travel documents. Due to the tight restrictions during Malayan emergency, they also had to get a certificate of admission. If you look at Liu Kang's travel documents, they're dated 4th June 1952, days before their trip on 8 June. This trip all came together at the very last moment.
Do we know how they spent their time during their travels?
Yes. With over 1,000 newly uncovered photographs by Liu Kang's family, along with NLB's collection, we've managed to piece together the adventure of the 4 artists to Bali and Java.
Please tell me all about it.
The artists were supposed to meet some friends when they landed in Jakarta, but their friends never showed because the letter did not reach them in time. So a kind stranger on their flight helped them to find some accommodation. From the letters to their wives, you'll see that they received hospitality and kindness from strangers throughout their trip.
I'm also curious about what they did on their trip.
Well, apart from Bali, the artists visited Jakarta, Surabaya, and Bandung. They visited family and friends, they did life sketches, drawings, and took photographs of people on their daily life. Here, we have an image of a dancer in full Jangga costume. In fact, an acquaintance had arranged for neighborhood girls to enact scenarios such as this for the artist's life drawing sessions. There are more photographs here for you to immerse and explore the artist's journey.
This is quite a unique way to experience their work. What came out of all this creative exploration?
Well, the artists returned from their 7-week adventure filled with new ideas and Bali and Java-inspired works. Some of these works had inspired their artworks in the 1953 landmark exhibition.
Can we see what artwork they produced?
Sure, let's take a look. After the trip, the artists took 15 months to produce paintings for an exhibition. We've displayed the sketches that they did, the photographs that they took, and the paintings that were inspired by the experience. For example, we have a photograph of a woman pounding rice as part of a live drawing session. And over here, we have artworks inspired by the artist's observations and experiences in Bali.
That's interesting. Why are these paintings so significant?
Most of the paintings from this exhibition became emblematic of the Nanyang art movement, the significant period in Singapore's art history. The movement brought to life the rich culture and landscapes of Southeast Asia.
That's incredible! I would love to take another look at the details of their journey to see how it all led to this amazing legacy.
Feel free to explore. The Untold Stories runs from now till 3rd August at the National Library building. Visit us and discover the details of the 4 artists' adventure in Bali and Java. Bye!